Why narcissists never really move on for good. How is it possible that the narcissist hasn't really moved on for good? Why are they still trying to keep some level of contact with you? I mean, seriously, they're with someone else now, but they just can't completely let go of you. Do you wonder why that is? In this video, I'm going to get into the reasons why. And thanks so much for being here. I greatly appreciate it. I hope you gained some good insight on this topic. Now let's get right into it. Take a close look at the narcissist in your life and look at the people they keep around them. They always seem to be in some level of contact with several different people in their life. And the reason they do that is because they can't handle being alone. So when we talk about narcissists never really leaving, that will include you. You'll be another person on this list that has provided something to them. When I talk about moving on, I mean that in a literal sense. It's 100% black and white. There is zero gray area. To me, moving on means exactly that. It's completely over. There is no longer any room for this person in your life ever again. You just accept the fact that it's over and you get on with your life. Narcissists don't see it that way, because even when you think they're gone, even after they left you for someone else, and they're still trying to contact you, seriously? That isn't moving on, guys. That isn't leaving for good, and there's a reason for that. They have an obsession with keeping some level of contact with you, even if it's through other people. It doesn't even have to be direct contact. The point is, they never completely let you go. And the reason they do this is because in their mind, they believe they can get you back whenever they want. They think they have you all figured out. So they do these covert things that let you know they're still lurking around at some level. They have this belief they can just come and go as they please. And the sad part about that is, we allow them to come back more times than we want to admit. Think back to when you were with them. Did they talk about their past exes and other people from their past? I'm betting they did. And when they do that, it's a form of attachment. They just can't seem to let the past go and move on in a healthy way. They have this need to drudge up memories of these people. And when they do that, they'll feel the desire to contact those people just to see if there's still any kind of connection. And here's the sad part. Narcissists can never seem to find closure. So they add you to that long list of people they have at their disposal. So be prepared, because future contact will happen. It might be weeks, months, or even years, but at some point, contact will be made. And to you, it just doesn't make any sense. This isn't the way normal people break up and move on. It can get really confusing, and that's all part of the narcissist plan, to keep you wondering and keep you off balance. This is when it's time to break things down and understand that they aren't normal. They're living in an alternate universe. They constantly reflect on their exes. They're always comparing themselves to others. They're trying to figure out what a real connection is, but they lack the ability to grasp that concept. They just don't understand what a true connection really is or what it really means. That's why they have so many relationships throughout their life. They're constantly searching for some sort of connection, but they can never find it. And that's why narcissists never really leave. They're always stuck in limbo, and they can't accept the thought of anything totally ending. So they always figure out a way to be in contact. When they leave you, trust me, they're still thinking about you. Even when they're with a new person, you're always on their mind. They still have that thought in their head, the thought that they can always get you back whenever they feel like it. Chances are you've let them come back in the past, and that gives them the belief they can do it again. Do you understand how dysfunctional that is? I mean, think about it. They left you because they couldn't stand to be with you, and now all of a sudden, they can't stand to be without you. It's all part of the cycle of narcissistic abuse, guys, and you need to understand, it has nothing to do with getting over you. They were never truly attached to you in the first place, no matter how they made you feel in the beginning. Think about the cycles you went through. I'm sure there were great times, then a bunch of bad times. It was all good for a while, then bad, then good, then bad again. Seriously, think about it. That's just not healthy. But it's all they know, because they never learned how to develop a real attachment to anything. From a young age, they were constantly changing who they were, hoping to gain acceptance from everyone around them. They were never taught how to properly bond with people, so they tried to adapt to whoever they were around, and when they weren't being accepted, they would change their personality with the next person, and then the next. They learned that by acting certain ways, they could get what they wanted, and that behavior never changed as they grew up. They learned that once they gained validation and admiration from someone, they felt accepted. And once they felt comfortable, they transformed back into their true self. It allowed them to start unleashing their rage, jealousy, and abuse onto you, and not be punished for it. They learned how to keep you around, even when times got bad. As soon as they figured out they could get away with that bad behavior, it started to happen more frequently, didn't it? So when you can start to think clearly and really break it all down, was your relationship really real? I mean, they treat you like shit, leave you for someone else, but then they keep coming back? How does that make any sense? And when they do make contact and tell you they want to clear things up, you might be expecting some sort of apology for the way they treated you. You're expecting that they might have something important to say, but the truth is, they only come back because there's something else they want from you, and that's your attention. It's all about testing you. They want to see if you still care about them, that they still matter to you. It has nothing to do with getting the relationship back. So what you should do is see through all this bullshit, understand what they're really trying to accomplish here, and don't be fooled, because they're doing the same thing to other people as well. They always have other supply on the hook. They look at us like objects. There is no real connection with us, nothing that ever amounted to any real substance. And it might be hard to wrap your head around that right now, because you believe that there was this connection at one point. You actually felt something for this person. Well, I'm here to break some bad news to you. Those feelings were one-sided. The narcissist never had any true feelings or true connection with you. Think about relationships like this. Say you're making a recipe, and in order for the recipe to turn out properly, you have to use all the ingredients that the recipe calls for, because if you don't, it's just not going to turn out right. It's the same with relationships. There are certain ingredients you must have in order for the relationship to be successful. Things like understanding, affection, and empathy. You won't find those ingredients with a narcissist, and without those proper ingredients, the recipe is sure to fail. I pray that this video and others like it are helping you to better understand what you're up against when a narcissist has entered your life. And I hope you're starting to think about how to deal with them differently moving forward. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, keep looking for the signs. Stay alert, be vigilant, be strong, be brave, and go live your best life today.